What was I guess, do you want to talk about what was determined with this?
It was a very strange thing that council did. They didn't want to spend the money to research the issue, but they agreed in a very narrow vote to have me write a letter to the province based on no research whatsoever. It was a strange thing to do. It really was the result, obviously, of lobbying by private golf operators who want to pay less tax, but that's not the entire solution to this problem. So, I'll write the letter as council asked me to, but I might have penned one of my own.
But it sounds like there's also this talk of maybe a privatizing.
Oh, yes, sorry, this is important. Yeah, this is important. So, we have heard from some members of council over the years that we might want to look at contracting out or using different operators for our golf course operations. I certainly don't mind discussing that. I'm always very agnostic on these things. If it saves money and it delivers better customer service, why not look at it? So we will have a report on what the right way of doing that might be coming back to the council in November. I was going to say us, but it might not be me. So coming back to council in November. And it's not a bad thing to do. It's not a bad thing to ask those questions. Interestingly, one of the members of council said that Edmonton has just done it. So I dropped a note during the break to my colleague, the mayor of Edmonton, asking him, so how did that go for you? And he said, I don't think we did that. So I'll just take a little more look at that. So again, we shouldn't make decisions based on hearsay. We should probably make it based on actual facts.
What does that look like, or what are the possibilities? Is that like putting a for sale sign on city courses, or is that saying, hey, private operators, who wants to run a city-owned golf?
Yeah, let's keep in mind that many city-funded rec facilities are actually run by private operators. So all 4 of our new rec centers will be run by private operators. Golf courses are run by city staff. And so this really is taking a look and seeing if a private operator can do a better job with that city facility. I don't think it means putting a for sale sign on, but it certainly does mean long-term management contracts, or could mean long-term management contracts. And of course, that's something we'd have to do a lot of analysis on and read some careful numbers on.
And be convinced that somehow this can be cheaper.
Exactly. You have to really be convinced that the private operator can do a better and cheaper job and provide better customer service than the city can.
For the Indigenous,
without massively increasing green fees.
For the Indigenous Relations Office, obviously early days, but are we talking like 10-person office, 2 people? We said we need more than 1 person.
Yeah, early days. It depends on what it will do. So, for example, you heard me allude to the city thinking about a new way of managing a duty to consult. And so would those people all be in that office, or would that office train engagement people in other departments? These are all parts of what would have to be analyzed, and they've got a year and a half to think about it. So,
and both that and then the gender equity and diversity one unanimous. Why such support from council for these things?
I think council really understands that we look after a city of 1.25 million people, and we have to ensure that every single person in our community feels that they belong and that they have the opportunity to succeed here. And in many ways, we do better than anywhere in the world of doing that. I'm very proud of it. But we also have to recognize that there are some groups that have not participated in the prosperity of our city, and there's nothing wrong with asking why and asking how we might be able to improve that. And I think council unanimously agreed with that statement.
And a story for tomorrow, not to do tomorrow morning. City charter is coming out August 10th, you said?
Let me get back to you on that tomorrow. I know that the regulations will be posted for some kind of feedback sometime soon.
Because weren't we supposed to already have the feedback for the fiscal framework, and we haven't had that yet?
No, we have the feedback for everything else. So those regulations, I think, are pretty much ready to go. The fiscal framework, there's still a little bit of dotting of I's and crossing of T's to happen. Again, it's going to be supremely anticlimactic, but very important, and very important to the future of the city.